Hey guys, welcome to section 4.1. We'll be titling this part Caves. It's relatively straightforward. We'll be introduced to a couple of new enemies here and a couple of puzzles. While the puzzles aren't hard, you want to take the most optimal line for them. So the first enemy that we're going to be introduced to here is called, well, they're not called Deimos, but they're pretty much the small insects that appear in previous Resident Evils. If you get grabbed by one of them, there is a whole animation. While it's not as bad as RE3 Remake's animation,
Yeah.
you're pretty much restricted for 6, 7, 8 seconds, or until the other player could shoot it off of you. But because we're not together for most of this chapter, if one of you gets grabbed, it throws off the whole cycle because both of us will be dealing with Deimos at the same time. But luckily, Deimos died of flash, and we'll be picking up a flash grenade at the beginning of this chapter right away. So no inventory here, so as soon as you get to the screen, just press up, ready up. Either player, you're gonna shoot one, two bases, and that second base will have a flash grenade.
Do you think she could be connected to Irving?
And you can see from Cosmic screen, there will be a bunch of Deimos coming up. Not these.
There is a connection.
But
yeah,
a
these
small
ones you
hall.
just want to run. Yeah, you want to run past these ones.
You could just show that off.
Yeah, so there's these guys right here. You just want to run past them. There's gonna be one more Deimos at the top of this ladder. You can just go around to the left of him. It's whatever. And then you want to get right around to the bend here of this where you start to see them kind of creeping out. And then wait a second and then throw the flash nade so that they all just go down. There's 2 treasures here. If you feel confident in doing this, you can just shoot it for your partner. If they're like right behind you, then you can just let them shoot it.
This next bit here, as you can kind of tell just from this cutscene, people will be going their individual ways. It's just relatively crisp movement. There's a bit of RNG on the Sheva's side and a treasure you have to pick up prior. So we'll just go ahead and show it. There are 2 archers that, because the archer aggro is so RNG in this part, you don't know where they shoot or where they shoot or when they'll shoot, so it's a bit of RNG on Sheva's end. So you can just see the lines from our point of view. There's a treasure right here you're going to want to grab. And you can wait for Chris. You can open these 2 vases while he's activating a checkpoint up ahead and a cutscene. Let's escape once.
And right here, there's a vase and a fire pit that you want to kind of knife. If you do it correctly, you can just knife both of them at the same time. It's pretty whatever, but it's nice to not have to pull out the knife a second time. You also want to grab the treasure that's right here on this guy. You have to investigate it first, and then you can pick it up.
Yeah, you can reset. So right there is a bit of bad movement and bad RNG from me. The first shield guy, you don't have to somersault. Usually he leaves space on the right side of him, but sometimes you get unlucky and he stands right in the middle. So hopefully we can show it off one more time. Oh, go ahead. We show it off one more time. The proper RNG.
Yeah, there we go. There's the proper knife there.
No, I'm not getting bad RNG on the shield guy, actually.
F.
You want to run to the right of these arrows. So as soon as you hit here, quick turn to the right. Quick turn again. Nope, did not make it. So if you're too slow, you won't be able to make it before these shield guys come. And
You want to reset?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what you can do is Chris here for the Sheva is that like if they're not confident in the line that they're taking, you can stun these enemies coming out of this room. And the way you'll position for that, this is why this knife right here is kind of important because it helps you get in position faster. So you can just like shoot this face here just to prep it and then kind of get in this position here where you can see this last doorway right here. And these guys will be coming out the doorway. You can just stun them and then you'll be good to go.
A bit of RNG there that just comes down to your comfort of the game. It'll be a dual action here followed by a quick time land. If you don't land, you don't lose time, you just get hurt. So this upcoming pit is, I would say it's a puzzle. But as a Sheva player, since you're gonna wait till Chris comes and jump down together with him. because you both want to hit the switch at the same time, so none of you get stunned off with it. So there are going to be 4 balls that bounce down to the ground, and there are cycles called 2 ball, 3 ball, 4 ball, and that comes down to how many balls hit each other when they're rolling down. So right now, it looks like it's 3 ball, because 1 ball just skipped entirely. So 3 balls also the worst. We can just reset.
Okay.
Because it's an RNG. 2 ball, what'll happen is the 2 balls will just collide in the middle and open in the middle. Same idea with the 4 ball. The 4 balls will just bounce off each other and leave the middle open for you to run to the door. 3 ball is where it gets a little bit complex. So, generally, because the Chris player is getting aggroed, the Sheva player will just call it and just go on ahead to deactivate the treasure, or it's not treasure, trap.
Yeah, as Chris, you're very likely to get hit here. The enemies just all kind of seem to aggro to you.
So that was a 4 ball right there. You see the 4 balls bouncing off each other and just left the middle open after a little bit of a wait.
Yeah, so just run to the end here with Sheva after you're done. Like I said, try and have a decent amount of health here because you will probably take damage there. You probably will get hit at least 1 or 2 times. It's very rare that I don't get hit there. And it is a little bit of time loss, but you know, them's just the breaks.
So this part, it's going to be F for run, V for jumping across 3 chasms into a double AD, into an AD save. So F, 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 F into a V jump. We're going to do that 1 more time, and then you're going to spam A and D the rest of Chris as fast as you can off the cliff. Final jump and spam AD. And that is that quick time event.
Shit.
Alright, let me heal you.
Okay.
So this next bit, there are going to be 4 dual action statues that we need to hit together. Chris will be picking up the grenade launcher here as well. But oftentimes we go on our separate paths, and after we move the statue, we're going to each pick up a treasure, or we're going to be picking up the treasure that the statue leaves. Other than that, it's just simple movement. There's a bit of a timing thing on the 4th statue that I could just show you guys, or 3rd or 4th statue that I could show you guys, because that's where Deimos, the bugs, start to spawn, and to match up your timing with Chris. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead. First statue, I think, is relatively simple, right?
Yeah, this is where the Chris player is actually going to pick up the grenade launcher. Ideally, the grenade launcher goes into your 2 slot, or the top center slot for inventory. And it's just going to be off here to the left. So you're just going to take a left here.
Shadow player goes straight. The statues are in the 4 corners of the room, if that was in there. Well, they're not, but you just have to know where they are.
Yeah.
So the Shadow player will always be ahead of the Chris player because he's picking up the grenade.
Chris is going to pick up the treasure here, and then follow behind the Sheva.
Second treasure is also free. The Sheva will be picking up the treasure because after the second statue, enemies will start to spawn, and because Chris has a bigger body model, we want him to go first. Have to dodge, do all the annoying dodges. So just pick up this player right here. So you can see I'm about 10 feet behind Chris, and this should enable me to take the opposite path, as we said so many times before. If they hit Chris to the right, we're gonna go to the left. So.
Oh boy, that was wild. That's some
So
wild aggro, yeah.
We can reset to show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reset it. And when you hit that cutscene, it's always gonna put you facing towards that bridge, so you want to actually quick turn to the right, and then you'll be able to do the thing. There you go. So like that. And then boom, you're gonna come around here. That line there on the right should work, but for some reason these guys are just not playing nice today. Robin Hood here, you can usually just run to his right. I'm really getting like a lot of bad aggro here, but it's fine. You want to just reset that 1 more time?
Yep.
Okay.
And then that'll be the 3rd statue.
Yeah, that's going to lead you to the 3rd statue. Okay. So let's see if I can actually get a good line here.
So many things theoretically in Resident Evil 5 are super easy, but it's the bit of RNG that comes into the factor, much like any speedrun. So
yeah. So there we go. There's that. And then you can just take around the right here. That guy can eat it. You just take the right here as well.
You take the left there. Yep.
There we go. Much better.
That is the situation.
Yep.
So that's the third statue. So the fourth statue, Chris is gonna run on down ahead. Well, it doesn't matter who does, to be honest. So what you're gonna do as a shadow player, you're gonna pick up this treasure since he has the longer route. Since your switch is right there, he has to go all the way around. But as soon as he leaves your vision, you're gonna count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then start running on ahead. There's a Deimos right here. You're gonna unload, at least stun him, kill him. And by the time you get to that, there's another extra one. Okay. Good. You want to reset right there?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just reset it? Yeah, reset.
Without the... Okay, so that was an extra Deimos spawn that happens once every, like, billion times, so we'll just show it again properly.
Watch it happen again.
Yeah, alright. Turns the corner, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. By the time you hit the switch, you'll both have hit the switch, pretty much.
Grab the treasure here, turn around, go to the left.
If you're slow, obviously you're gonna grab, but you want to utilize not quick turning, just like with your mouse. And then you and Chris should both meet up at the same time, or Chris should be a little bit ahead.
Yeah, and then you just want to take the path over to this guy here. Ready up.
Before I do the switch, when we come back and we hit this threshold, another bat will spawn, but if you run to the right of it, it should be relatively free, like 90% of the time. So while he picks up the treasure, I'm going to run to the right. So you're going to run right here, and while he lifts up his arms to attack, you're just going to run. You don't have to fight him, just keep running. You'll get dodge prompts sometimes, but don't dodge, just keep running. Can't hit you. And both players need to hit about like 2/3 up the stairway before a cutscene activates. Spam F. It'll always be F. And then the boss will die. Right here, you're gonna 180 and then go to the dual action door for the end of the chapter.
Come on.
And that is 4-1.